bro. Just snap. It hurt everywhere. Over here. Come on. Up.
It's so hurt me. It really hurt.
There is indeed a hot air balloon that apparently has crashed. They've asked for your assistance.
It hurt everywhere. Over here. Come on. Up.
She doesn't have an arm. Okay, well, we need some dressing or something. Let's put pressure on this unit. Okay.
So initially the chaos is just determining what's going on, how many patients are involved.
We had 5 patients. The balloon hit the tree canopy and they all came tumbling out.
I've lost control of it.
There was one patient with a lung injury. There was one patient with femur fractures in both legs. I had someone with a pelvis fracture and even an amputated arm. So the students had a wide variety of trauma to deal with out there.
We've run a lot of scenarios with our students, and so we're more watching to see, is everything going like we thought it was in earlier scenarios, even though they're pumped with adrenaline with more people screaming all around them.
I try to just slow my breathing, go slow. There's a lot of snow everywhere. It's really cold out here. And even though we have on good traction boots, there's a possibility to slip. They told us slow is smooth, but it's also fast because you don't mess up. You don't have to go back and redo things. So the slower, the better.
Okay, so let's get those feet. I need to stay calm. I needed to breathe and realize that not only am I taking care of myself, but I have to do this whole group. I had to help tell other people what to do and help manage the scene.
For the most part, it looked like everyone was working cohesively together. Everyone was a little bit panicked because of the situation. We were trying to get the patients out of there, make sure that they were stable, that they were comfortable to get them moved to the evacuation site.
Second team coming up out of the ice pit. First team's moving out of the brush to a clearing where they can work better. Unstable pelvis has been stabilized and starting to be strapped onto the backboard. So we're looking good. So far, fairly efficient. Not an unexpected amount of chaos.
It is learning how to deal with people in wilderness situations.
Jimmy.
Whether that may be broken bone or spinal injury. We're learning a huge spectrum of problems, and we're learning how to deal with it in context with what you have available.
They're applying their skills that we've learned in the classroom, things like patient assessment, treatment, and evacuation, and applying them to a more realistic setting. We've got them out here in the snow and the leaves and the sticks, and having been in the classroom for the first couple of days, this is their first opportunity to really see how medicine happens in a more wilderness kind of scene. So it was a good learning experience for them. Because that's how real life emergencies work. Come across a scene, there's a lot of blood and guts, a lot of screaming. I really wanted to have these students have that experience. And so although they felt flustered, I think things kind of calmed down after the first few minutes, and people dealt with what needed dealing with. Patients were treated, and the outcome was pretty good.
I have a 27-year-old male patient who states that he fell from a hot air balloon. His primary complaint is pain in his right arm.
Did a great job of keeping me calm and talking to me. They did a pretty good job of assessing the injuries.
Oh, she was a great patient, by the way.
Very good actor.
Super realistic.
Typically in this kind of trauma, you don't feel what has happened. You don't know what has happened to your arm. You simply don't feel it. You know, you're only feeling pain if it's being pressed on, but you don't
you don't know what's happened.
My amputation is real, and so I imagine that was a shocker. That's not something that you see every day, and they remained very calm in that and kind of just took it in stride.
And it freaked me out, and I had a minor panic attack, but then it was okay.
Whether you're a hunter out in the woods or whether you're hanging out at home and somebody crashes in front of your house, when you see other people and they're hurt, being able to help them and having the confidence to not be afraid to help them goes a long way. And hopefully this course has given that confidence to our students.
I'm actually a natural resource environmental sciences student, which is in the College of Ag, and I decided it would help me in the long run with maybe getting a job out in the field because we work a lot out in the wilderness.
You know, I think if you play outside in the woods, at some point you're going to encounter an incident where after the fact, regardless of the outcome, you're going to wonder what you could have done better. And this gives us the preparation and the skills and the base of knowledge to feel like we can handle those situations. Just because we live in a city doesn't mean that we're always going to have instant response and instant transport to hospitals. And so I think people that care about their friends find this to be, when they hear about it, find it to be a great, worthwhile class to take.